What do you do to turn on the lights? Look for the switch, right? So before asking for creative personnel, isn't that important to understand basic fundamentals of roles? For the past few years, I've been observing people posting vacancies on creative roles, not by lack of knowledge, but with extreme ignorance to reality. When creative individuals clearly explain the distinction of roles, they feel exposed, respond hiding with explanations, hiding behind their pride. The results? Neither gets the fruit of money nor deliver the necessary output. To do graphic design, graphic designer to do video editing, creative director who sits and designs, worst case scenario, creative person to do coding. I mean, come on, man, come on. When you yourself have no job description, how can you expect the creative personnel to have clarity on your description, right? It becomes exactly like one teacher cannot teach all subjects, but expecting one student must learn all subjects. Will you ask a mathematician who cracks the secrets of the universe to do final year audit? No. But both are still maths, right? Same way. You may ask graphic design, video editing, it's all in the same package, but you still won't approach a chartered accountant to work on mathematical equations saying it's all math. So it is important to remember your 5 fingers are not of the same size, but they all are called fingers, right? I mean, it's in the same package. I once ran into a creative head from Ahmedabad who thought editor does VFX, 3D animation, wireframe rendering. I was like, who even appointed you as creative head? When I checked, I found the person who appointed has no idea about creative roles and just appointed to run a fast-paced business. When such mediocrity invades creative industry, recruitment becomes like a person searching for a way. Such recruitment process is like trying to look wearing sunglasses in dark room. Editing and VFX may look like two sides of the same coin, but the values are radically different. Just like 1 cent equals to 1 rupee, but $1 is not equals to 1 rupee is not equals to 1 rupee. Editing and VFX are not the same. If a layman thinks they are same, it's understandable. But a creative head should not think so. A creative head. I ran into a 4th AD in Chennai. He knew nothing about classic film directors or critical acclaim world movies. Who selected you? When I did my research, I found out the director who hired was also someone with superficial pride. The 4th AD was also purely there and zeros. If you are in this creative role for name and fame, your days are numbered. This is not your cup of tea. A car looking stylish is not enough to drive. The engine must be in excellent condition. Same way, you have to do the inner work first. So before stepping into any creative religion, it's important to ask, am I here for external validation or daydreaming quick income? Superficial alignment brings validation. One begins to unsee evolving growth, personal growth. We do not need to worry about them. They will just do as they are told. In other words, superiority complex, dawn of narcissism. Remember, the Lord sees the one who invests in less as more, the one who is dishonest to the less as more. Isaiah 26. But they just don't see it. Smriti Brahmsad Buddhi Nasho. Buddhi Nasascha Pranasyati. Hi, I'm Harish, versatile creative pioneer, visionary creative director and niche author. I package content into various forms, into artistic, creative, and engaging forms of pure entertainment. Clarity and lack of awareness are attaining its peak in the creative industry. So, it's high time to bring awareness. And when I said clarity, it means clarity only in the final output, not on the structure behind them. Though sometimes in mediocre pride, even final output clarity is so cluttered because they don't know what they want. I'm bringing you series of awareness videos on creative roles, strategic understanding of the businesses, structural nuances of creative freedom.